If you're in any doubt about what we've sent down on our slave, then produce anything of its like, anywhere near remotely of its like. I mean, again, he doesn't know who Gabriel is, right? Because he didn't come from an Abrahamic faith. The people of Mecca were pagan.
Quran has mentioned that this book was from Allah and God. We have found in it many contradictions.
If a book is without contradictions, that has no bearing on whether it comes from God or not. I've had phone books that are inerrant. I certainly don't think God gave them.
That we believe without understanding.
The brother asked a very important question that most of the scholars say that listening to music, watching movies, and most of the television programs, they're haram. So how can we have fun? Let me tell you, brother, at the outset that having fun is permitted in Islam as long as the fun is halal fun.
That the standard narrative as wholes.
The Prophet tells us because Satan or the devil sleeps over our nostrils. Those who oversleep and not pray Fajr on time, Satan urinates in their ears.
I really do think Jesus was crucified, and he really was dead and buried. He thought that he was a son of God in the sense that he was specially chosen by God. I think Jesus really did think he was going to be the Messiah, the future king of Israel. I mean, that is, after all, why they crucified him.
Hello everyone, and peace of Christ all of you. Please invite your friends. And today we have a super challenge about making Quran like the Quran. We will open our Skype very soon, so if there's any Muhammadan who would like to share with us why even such a challenge exists, because a challenge like this I find it very hilarious and very stupid, and it doesn't make sense. Because I can say, I challenge Allah to make one page like my book, and then when Allah make one page like my book, I would say this is my page. So the stupidity sometimes go beyond imagination. Either we have a God who is making a challenge can be fit to be considered a challenge, or the challenge is stupid. As an example, what about this God? He do something in front of our eyes, and then he say, can you do the same? Then I would say, okay, well, this is not, I cannot do it right. I give up. Like as an example, he can resurrect somebody from death. Then say, can you do what I just did? Then we will say, you know what, we give up. No, we cannot. But to say you write a book, and then can you make a book like my book? That is the most silly, stupid challenge ever. However, a person who knows Islam very well, he will find sooner or later that the one who wrote the Quran is not even Allah. And I am not making a statement here. Muhammad himself confirmed that. This is a hadith, and this is why we say we are very thankful for Muhammad, because he cannot keep his mouth shut. The more he talk, the more he make poo-poo. And this is one of his poo-poo. The Prophet, not this hadith, hold on. This hadith. The Prophet said that the first thing Allah he created a pen. The first thing he created what? A pen. And then Allah he told the pen to write. What he write? He write everything. Any Muhammad have any opinion? Who is the one who wrote everything? The Quran, the destiny, Muhammad's story, Muhammad's life, what people will do, what people will not do. The one who wrote this is the pen. So where is the Quran of Allah? So Allah he made a pen, and then he told the pen write everything. And then the pen he did write everything. Is Allah even telling the pen what to write? If so, show me. As you see, this is the whole details in front of us. It says that he told him to write the destiny, to write whatever, and forever. For what? Forever. And the first thing Allah he created, according to Muhammad here, is the pen. And that will bring more questions to the stupidity of this religion. Because in different location, Muhammad he said that the first thing Allah created is something else. And as you see, this is a Sahih hadith. It says here in this hadith that Allah he cast his light. The first thing Allah he created in this hadith here, he threw light at the darkness. Okay. And it says upon them. Them who? The verse here saying, or this hadith saying that Allah he created people in darkness. And then Allah he cast light upon them. So the first creation Allah he created, there was just not a darkness. And there's people who are living there in that darkness. And then Allah he cast his light upon them. Okay. So whoever is touched by the light is guided. And whoever not, he goes astray. And then we go to the pen. We are just coming to that part. So how you are guided? Allah he hit his flashlight on the people. The one who the light hit him, he was guided. The one the light did not hit him, because the light obviously is not so strong, he was not guided. And then the story continues saying, not only he is not guided, he goes astray. It is for this reason that I say to you, I say that the pen have dried with Allah's knowledge. What is that? The pen has dried with Allah's knowledge. I'm trying to connect the relationship between Mr. Pen, Mr. Bean, and the relationship with the knowledge of Allah, and the light of Allah hitting the one, striking the one who became guided. Any Muhammadan can help us. My Skype is open, by the way. Then we continue. The madness of Muhammad continue, explaining his religion. This is the one we showed you already, and as you see, all of them, they are sahih. This is different hadith from Jami' al-Tirmidhi saying that Allah, he created the pen as the first thing he created, and he wrote whatever is going to be forever. Here we need to ask ourselves, Allah just said to the pen, write. He did not tell him what to write. So, the Muslims, they say that the Quran is telling us about what will happen for destinies to come forever. So one of the things that the pen he wrote is the Quran. Therefore, the one who made the Quran is a pen made in a manufacturer. You see, you might say, well, the one who made the pen is Allah, and then the pen made the Quran. And then by doing this, by saying this, you can say that Allah is the one who made the Quran. No. Because as you see here, the pen is independent. All what Allah he said to the pen, just write. He did not tell him what to write. He told him, write their destiny, write everything. Write everything. That's it. Now read carefully what Allah he said to the pen. This is the conversation. He said to him, to the pen, sorry. He said to it, write. So it wrote what will be forever. Is that Google? Alexa? What is this? So then we find that based on this, that the one who wrote the Quran is not even Allah. And the one who made the destiny is not even Allah. It's an automatic pen created, made by Allah. Here we have more details. And this is telling you how Muhammad, he add, more stories to his story. Because if Muhammad is telling a story, why the story is not the same everywhere? Here it says that one of the companions of Muhammad, he said, I heard the messenger of Allah, he says, the first thing Allah created was the pen. He said to it, write. The pen he asked what I should write. This is a talking pen. This is a talking pen. Question, is that pen a living pen? What do you mean the pen? He said to Allah, what I shall write. Any Muslim can explain to us? Allah, he created the pen, we got it. Then the pen, having a discussion with Allah, Allah said to the pen, write. The pen, he says to him, okay, sir, what I shall write. That means this pen is a living creature. Is he a person? His name is Pen, or he is a pen? Do we have any Muhammadan from the pen tribe? Anyone? My Skype is open in case you'd like to pin me a call. So here we notice that the conversation is very limited. There's a conversation between two. One, he is pen, and the other one, supposedly, is Allah. Allah, he said to the pen, write. The pen, he says to him, what I will write. And by the way, the translation here, it says, my Lord. He doesn't even call him Allah, which is weird. So, what I will write, my Lord, he said, write what was the decree about everything till the last hours come. Now, when this conversation is ended, and I challenged the Muslim to give me more details to make it clear that Allah, he told him details, he did not, he just let him write everything. He didn't really to ask ourselves how the pen, he got the information about what to write, and why he's writing anyway. Actually, it's a big challenge to the Muhammad to tell us why Allah even need a pen, and why he is writing. Any writing. You see, God, he wrote the Ten Commandments to Moses, but this is to give it to Moses, not because God, he need to keep it in his room. Allah now, he created a pen, and he's writing with that pen, the pen moving by itself, the destiny, the decree, everything, until the day of judgment. Actually, even after the day of judgment. It says forever. Here it says until the day of judgment. In the other hadith, it says forever. And here you see there's a contradiction, because there's a huge difference between forever and until the day of judgment. Right? Here it says the day of judgment. Here it says forever. What will be forever? And forever, part of it is going to be the heaven and the hell, because they are forever too. And here you see how Muhammad contradicted himself. In two words at the end, he made himself exposed. So, questions Muslims cannot answer, because this is a very funny religion. We discovered that the God of Islam, he did not make the Quran, it was Mr. Pen or Mr. Bean. And Allah writing a book for himself does not make sense. Because why Allah, he need to write a book for himself? You see, I write my knowledge, or what I learned, because knowledge is, it's part of it you learn from somebody, and part of it, it is you thinking and teaching someone else. So you take what you learn and you add to it from your knowledge, or let's say from your thinking, and then you can write a book, and that will be your book. Because if you are taking just what people said before you, that is not your book no more, because simply you are just saying what they said. Here we have, Allah is telling the pen to write. The pen who wrote, the pen who thought, the pen did not get details from Allah, and I challenge the Muslim to show me where it says the details. At the same time, we have a talking pen, which means this pen is a living pen. If we try to find the description where the pen is even writing, that is even more hilarious. Allah, I'm trying to find you something in English, but maybe we'll not be able to find those in English because they are very funny and hilarious. Let us find some hadith, and then you will see why I'm laughing. If you go in the Quran, actually, you will find the Quran mentioning in chapter 82, verse number 22. And by the way, some of you says, like, I better zoom out so they can read the whole thing, like the numbers. My friend, always when I mention anything, I say the number, I say the chapter, same for the hadith. However, always you can freeze the video. You can search for the exact text in Google, Prophet Google, peace be upon him, and you will find exactly the verse. Very easy. So, Allah in chapter 85, verse number 22, he did not say that he put everything in guarded tablet, it was the pen. Now we have two things then. We have the guarded tablet, and here I want you to focus with me with the word guarded. Why Allah he need to guard his tablet if it is with him? Who has access to it? Allah he put the tablet between the eyes of an angel. His name is Israfil. And by the way, this exists between the Shia and the Sunni. They share the same understanding for this story. Let us see what Ibn Kathir want to say about this, chapter 85, verse number 22. Until now we have zero Muslim trying to contact us. Fear in the atmosphere. So this is Ibn Kathir. Ibn Kathir saying about this verse. meaning among the most high gathering, guarded from any increase or decrease, distortion or change. But hold on. Anyone notice with me what does that mean? Let us see between of you who is the deep thinker. Always there is a special one somewhere who think differently. Anyone notice what does that mean? Focus with me carefully. Allah, he wrote a tablet, and he gave it with him. He put it between the two eyes of an angel, Israfil, and the border of it is covered by zabarjad. I will see what zabarjad is in English. I'll try to find what the word is. And the tablet is made from flour, like the one you make bread from, which is very weird. And the purpose of this tablet, so nobody can increase and nobody can decrease and nobody can do distortion or change. Why Allah he need this tablet if he is going to be having it? And why he is worried about the change if nobody can touch it? You can text me only if you are a Muslim. If you are not, please don't. Anyone? And there is a bigger problem here. As long as the pen, he wrote in this tablet everything from the beginning. Remember, the first thing Allah he created was the pen. And he told him to write everything. That's mean the Torah is there. The Injil is there. The book of Psalm is there. So why Allah don't share it with his Prophet Muhammad? As long as Allah he have a copy of everything, and it's guarded in a guarded tablet, and this guarded tablet written from the beginning of the time. If you notice with me here in the verses, the verse before it says, the Quran is in the tablet. Does that mean the tablet is only for the Quran? If so, that means Muhammad he lied when he said that Allah he told the pen to write everything. Do we have any Muhammadan have any comment? By the way, tomorrow I might be early morning in my time. So get ready. We might have a very hot occasion. Do we have any Muhammadan? Then if we ask the Muslims, tell us please about this tablet. You will read the stories, and by the way, Ibn Kathir in English have nothing to do with Ibn Kathir in Arabic. I'm sure if I go to Ibn Kathir in Arabic, I will find a different story from Ibn Kathir in English as usual. And here we go. I was right. This is Ibn Kathir in English, in Arabic, sorry, as you see. While in English, it's one line, it's just one line. There's two lines. One is reading the verse, the other line is to explain the verse. Ibn Kathir in Arabic is way longer. And it says that this is something preserved in the forehead of the angel Israfil. And it says here that Allah, he put it, this tablet, between the eyes of Israfil to the point that Israfil himself, the angel, he cannot even look at it. And then Ibn Kathir, he described this tablet, how big, how wide it is. So he say here that this lawh, he made it from, like a flower or from pearl or whatever. And the size of it is between the distance between the earth and the heaven. And the width of it is between the east and the west. And the edges of this is made by pearl and rubies. The side of it is made from red rubies. And the pen which write in it is a pen from light. And the writing in it, or the word in it, is connected to the throne of Allah, which originally in the lap of an angel. If you don't believe me, that is what it says. And here actually there's more description. Here it says. Let's see actually if we can find this hadith in English. Here, give me a second. And then we will show you the... No, we can't find it. Anyway, I will send you the link so you guys can save it. I will translate to English first. This is the English translation. Look what happened to Ibn Kathir in English, guys. Ibn Kathir in English, translation for the verse. This is just the verse we are talking about. All of this page is for one verse. In Ibn Kathir in English, it is just this. Can you believe it? This is why I say to you, you cannot learn Islam from Muslims. What kind of a translation? He ate the whole translation. Why he ate it? Are you translating or making a new book? So they took the whole long translation and they make it one line, because now what is left is this. This. Compared to what? Compared to this. Can you believe it? So anyway, let me send you the link and you can use Google Translation. I translated for you already what it says. So Allah, he preserved the tablet between the two eyes of Israfil. Israfil is an angel. Muhammad, he stole the names again from other people. He do not know even what Israfil means. And Israfil is not permitted to look at it. That's why he put it between his eyes. In this tablet, Allah, he wrote in it all the decree. What comes before and after. And he described how this tablet looked like. Rubies, red rubies, you name it. The tablet, nobody can see and nobody can read save Allah alone. As you see, even the angel, he can't read it. And if Allah, he want to give a permission to somebody, he will, supposedly, according to the interpretation. In the middle of the tablet, it says, Allah, he wrote that his religion is Islam and Muhammad is his servant and his messenger. Can you believe it? This is in the front of the tablet. Allah, he sent 124,000 messengers and prophets. But Allah, he wrote in the front of the tablet what is supposed to be the Shahada. And then he described the look of this tablet. And look how big this tablet, obviously Allah, he cannot write small font. His eyes is not really sharp. And if this is true, that this tablet where Allah he wrote everything is in that size, I wonder why it is so big and why it is so small. And I'll explain to you what I mean by why it is so big and why it's so small. Allah in the Quran, like Muhammad, claim that Allah like an ink will never have ending. Like an ink which never has ending. Okay? If Allah's words has no ending, even the ink, if it is the water of the ocean, the words of Allah will never be ended. So how the tablet can be limited by size? As you say, there's a limitation. Even if you say from the east to the west, which is very, very funny, by the way, because the east to the west, it's not the whole earth. As long as the earth is like a bowl or a globe or something like that, then the horizon is so small actually between two parts. That is the east and the west. It's over. It's small. And how we can make that work with the Quran in chapter 18, verse 109, where it says, say, if the ocean were ink, and that ink is the one who will write the word of Allah, the ocean ink will be finished before Allah finished talking. Let's see, there's a Muhammad trying to call me supposedly, and we will see. He's so excited. Let's give him a call. Hello? You want to talk like an adult? I will let you speak and people will hear you. You want to talk like a kid? I will hang up on you. Okay, why you are speaking as if you are a kid? What shish kebab? The first thing you said to me, shish kebab. Why you are saying that? Okay. Well, let's see who is the shish kebab. Do you have an answer? Do you have an answer for what you are saying? You have no problem. You can say whatever you want. You can insult me, but you can't answer. This is the whole story. Yeah, he cannot, and you cannot. Okay, you and the one you mentioned, little girls. Okay, shut up. So you have no answer. You also not no problem. This is why you are not man enough to talk to me like a man. You are asking a boyfriend. You are mentioning your boyfriend, not you. If you are brave, bring your boyfriend with you, and then let me see how brave your boyfriend is. Don't be proud about your boyfriend. And the one who is a pig is the one who go after children to have sex with them, not me. The one who is a pig is the one who promised you little boys in heaven who will never bleed, and they are at least 80 or 70,000. The pig is the one who promised you in this penis because you have nothing to promise except penises and vagina. That is the pig. And I know I'm hurting your feeling, but I'm saying the truth. So look at this verse here. So this guy was excited to call me, and as you see, they have no answer. They are a bunch of cowards. No Muslim can answer anything. They can make videos to refute me by talking to themselves, but talking to me is no. So if the ocean were ink, the word of Allah will never finish, while the ocean ink will be exhausted and finished before Allah stopped talking. So how do Muhammad and they say that Muhammad is the last prophet? Are we following? If Allah is now talking and his words never finish and the ocean will not be enough, I can print the whole Quran in less than 1 ounce of ink. And if you are using laser printer, you need way less. We do not need the ocean to print the Quran. So Muhammad lied. If Allah is talking and the ocean as ink will not be enough and the ocean will be exhausted before Allah finished talking, that means Muhammad cannot be the last prophet and Allah still talking. Remember, Muhammad, he said this verse when he was alive, not after his death. So if Allah is the one who said that to Muhammad at the time of Muhammad, he just told him, I have way more words coming. So if Allah now is talking, and we will never receive the talk, so what's the point of this talk? Turn my volume up. What do you mean? Guys, my voice is not good? What do you mean my volume up? Is my voice clear or not? I don't think you have a problem. This is a new microphone made by Allah. You are kidding me? Clean the wax in your ears. I don't believe you. Here you see, when the Muhammadans, they say, who can make Quran like this Quran? We laugh. I mean, this book is stupid. If this verse is true, that means the Quran is not finished yet, and there's way more, billion of pages, not millions. Any Muhammadan would like to say something to us? What is this, man? I mean, this is garbage. This is God's words.